Exciting way to finish it. Have you ever been involved, to the best of your knowledge, in a walk-off hit-by-pitch?
I think so at some point. I cannot remember it, but me of all people love the hit-by-pitches, obviously.
Yeah, you had the record, that's right.
Yeah.
You still have?
No, I think Shane Brown and Ronnie Richardson have it. I think one of those two. Those guys that were way better players than me.
Let's talk about how you guys, different ways to win games. Obviously, last time was a different style win. Today was a little bit different. Just talk about, the grittiness of your guys to come back in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, like we talked about last night, it was not going to start 13-2, and it was going to take something completely different. Don't know what it is. I mean, we went sack fly, safety squeeze, home run, and a walk-off hit by pitch with the bases loaded. Like I did not have that on my bingo card for how we were going to score our 4 runs, but I'm sure glad we did.
How big was Sundin getting that lead off home run there for you, though?
I mean, that takes a lot of pressure off everybody when he gets that pitch in a 3-2 count and ties the game up. And now Ziska's kind of rolling, finds a way to get on base, and the offense got going.
Their starting pitcher was really tough to hit. I mean, he went all the way through innings, well over 100 pitches. What was he doing to kind of, keep your guys up?
I mean, he was in complete control of it after the second inning. The fastball in, out, up, 2 different breaking balls, that change up a couple times in there. Like, you really have to sit either on a side of a plate or a certain pitch, and he really just chewed through us for a long time. I'm glad he didn't go out there in the ninth.
What do you tell your team after you see that they bring out a new pitcher for the ninth?
Well, I mean, I think you're kind of assuming it when he was at 112. I think after 8, it was the middle of the order again with those guys, and that was a reliever that we prepared for 3 days ago. So just getting that guy ready for that guy.
What do you think about Dom starting, obviously moving up a day and pitching into the 6th?
Yeah, and he was like that. You saw the changeup and the fastball command. I think he ran out of gas there. That's kind of why we went to Kramer. We left him out there for the lefty to throw the changeups, and he did exactly what we thought he would do with the strikeout. And then Kramer was there. I mean, we were asking a lot of Kyle Kramer over and over again, and we talked about before if we had a shot to use Chase to finish the game, we used him. We felt like that was the spot. Didn't foresee the walks coming. But he pitched his way through it.
Talk about what it's like to bring Chase out there in these late game situations, and how do you feel like he may have rebounded after last weekend in Norman?
Well, I think he was like feeling for the command a little bit early, and then you saw in the middle of that outing, like he became Chase Santala again and figured it out and led our guys, and he gave us a little bit of energy to go in the dugout in the ninth. Part of that is just the way he was used to being used early in the year. Like he was pretty regular on his outings, and I think he went Sunday, and Saturday had a little bit of space. So we're just trying to get them out there a little more regularly.
You talked about the energy in the dugout. What are these guys like? Bottom of the ninth, you're focused on what's on the field, but what are you kind of feeling around you?
Well, I think it's a loose group, but it's a focus group. Like those guys in that locker room, they actually like each other. And there's not a lot of teams that I feel like everybody pretty much likes each other. That group does. It's been a fun group to coach. Just you can feel like they didn't quit. They felt some energy, and then as soon as Sonny hits that ball, it was like a dance party in the dugout.
Of course, this gives you your first Big 12 series win today. How does it feel to kind of get that monkey off your back?
I mean, that's the nature of college baseball. You get trying to win series, especially in the league. But when you got a chance to sweep, your goal is to come in here Sunday morning and find a way to win one more game.
Would you say that maybe the home crowd provided a little bit of a difference this time?
1,000%. You could feel it. I don't know what the attendance was. Was it more or less than yesterday? But it sure felt like they were right on top of it. You could feel it in the dugout.
What do you want to see from Cade tomorrow? Obviously, going to his first weekend start here.
Well, I mean, I want to see command of the fastball. That's kind of what sets him free, and then get the slider in play, and then the changeup's coming. We added some other stuff to his arsenal this week, and I'm hoping to see that in the game. And I want Cade Boxrucker to go out and do what we've seen him do before.
What about on the offensive side? I mean, obviously runs being what they were. Like it took a lot of effort to get runs on the board this time around. So what do you think the runners will need to do in order to pull off this sweep tomorrow?
Well, I think it's just being versatile. Like last night's game was completely different than this night's, but you got to find ways to score. Like I said, the safety squeeze and the sack fly and the one solo home run, and then I mean there were some tough at bats there in the ninth with 2 strikes with Ziska. They end up putting Near on after the bunt, which was a great bunt by Williamson, and then Cedarburg works the walk to get the bases loaded to put him in that situation. So just the tenacity of the at-bats that continue.
There were some good defensive plays early in the game. I can't remember the Estrella was able to grab one,
yes,
and then Lex was able to scoop one out for a guy
correct,
who's just still learning first base.
100%. And Estrella made a play, the jumping catch on that, the ball up the middle that he caught on the run. Kluska had a couple good plays. Andrew Brait, it's hard to find a better defensive third baseman than Andrew Brait. And then Lex, I mean, he's been working over there since the fall, and you've seen it kind of emerge. I mean, he makes the infielders better. Like, that's why he's over there. Like, we're not trying to just stick somebody at first base. He's a really good athlete, can play center, third. He makes the infielders better.
How big is it for you guys to try and get this sweep tomorrow to kind of counteract last weekend?
Well, it's Championship Sunday, right? Like, that's what we always talk about, coming in here and finding ways to win on Sunday, regardless of who you're playing, when you're playing. Can you come in, eat good, bad, or ugly before and play really good on Sunday? And I think we will.
Awesome.
Shit,
Best luck
thanks,
tomorrow.
Zach.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.